Evernorth Health Services, we believe costs shouldn't get in the way of life-changing care, and we're doing everything in our power to make it possible. Behavioral health solutions that also keep your projections at their best? It's possible. Pharmacy benefits that benefit your bottom line? It's possible. Complex specialty care that cares about your ROI? It's possible. Because we're already doing it. All while saving businesses billions. That's Wonder made possible. Learn more at evernorth.com/wonder.
Your brain needs support, and new Ollie Brainy Chews are a delightful way to take care of your cognitive health. Made with scientifically backed ingredients like Thai ginger, L-theanine, and caffeine, Brainy Chews support healthy brain function and help you find your focus, stay chill, or get energized. Be kind to your mind and get these nootropic chews at ollie.com. That's OLLY.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is Optimal Work Daily, episode 1326, 4 Ways to Stop Work Stress from Following You Home, by Shawn Achor and Michelle Gielan with livehappy.com. And I am your narrator, Dan. Welcome to this Saturday edition, and we're going to get right to the post now and start optimizing your life. 4 Ways to Stop Work Stress from Following You Home, by Shawn Achor and Michelle Gielan with livehappy.com. While work stress might start at work, let's admit that it never stays there. Companies demand more from employees not only in terms of tasks, but also time. And technology makes work not only omnipresent, but omnipossible. This increased demand has negative consequences even for those not on the company payroll, as work stress seeps into home life. Since we are married happiness researchers, this topic is not only professionally interesting, but personally important to us. We have both fallen into the trap of getting stressed at work outside of the house and then bringing that stress home to inflict on the other, even when we know better. Based on our work with nearly half the Fortune 100 companies, we believe that the solution to helping ourselves and our loved ones deal with the stress of work comes, ironically, from the very companies that give it to us. The problem is not merely that work is too powerful of a demand, it is that we fail to create a strong enough protective culture at home. Only by understanding how the best companies create positive cultures can we replicate those successes at home to create a family culture that rejuvenates and restores us. It's imperative we stop letting a toxic company culture dictate our family culture. Positive cultures are based on often unspoken rules that encourage habits that support high levels of well-being and success. Just as a car gets regular maintenance, forward-thinking organizations set up a culture that encourages routines that help recharge and renew employees, such as taking vacation days, meditating as a mid-morning break, and regularly receiving meaningful praise. These positive behaviors are good for the individual and the company. Our research has found that if you take 11 or more of your vacation days, you're 30% more likely to receive a raise. And that positive outcome is not simply because people missed you. The break from work relaxes your mind and body and puts you back in the performance zone, which leads to better quality work. Aetna made time for meditation during the workday and subsequently decreased employee healthcare costs and increased work satisfaction. We have been experimenting with strengthening our family culture at home so that work doesn't take over. Try these research-based practices to help set up and maintain a positive family culture. 1. Hold a stakeholders meeting. Too often, we live life as it unfolds, without intention. Invite all members of the family old enough to meaningfully contribute to a meeting to discuss family values. What kind of environment do you want to create inside your home? How do you want to spend your time? What are the rules around the use of electronics? By identifying your values and setting your collective plan of how you'll support that vision, you can start to craft a life that follows it. Set up an environment that is nurturing and relaxing so you get a mental break. 2. Start culture at the door. When we walked through the door to address senior leaders at Kimball International, it was clear what the organization stands for, because its mission statement and values are posted at the door. A similar physical reminder of culture at home can refocus family members as they walk through the door after a long day at the office. Post loving messages, a list of values, or even pictures of you as a family living those values. Think of this as a visual reset button, so you start your time at home with a renewed mindset. 3. Bag up tech. Social connection is one of the greatest predictors of long-term happiness, but we can't create that with phones in our faces. A study published in the Psychology of Popular Media Culture found that of the women surveyed who were in a romantic relationship, 25% said their loved ones sent text messages or emails to other people while they were having a face-to-face conversation. Move your phone out of your physical space so it's not easy to absent-mindedly use it. We've experimented with putting our phones in a zip-top bag with a rubber band around it as a reminder. Consider leaving at least one person's phone at home for the day to get a chance to detox. And 4, sleep your way to the top. Research shows we make more positive memories if we get more sleep. In a study from the University of California, Berkeley, in which people were asked to memorize 2 lists of words, one positive and one negative, those with 5 hours of sleep remembered the same number of negative words, about 80%, but significantly fewer positive words than those who got 8 hours of sleep. Write positive memories with your spouse by hitting the hay together early. You can help your spouse support this positive habit by brushing your teeth in plain sight or turning off the lights in the bedroom to remind him or her that the day is over. You just listened to the post titled 4 Ways to Stop Work Stress from Following You Home by Shawn Achor and Michelle Gielan with livehappy.com. When it comes to hiring, don't go searching for the one. Just meet your match with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging. 93% of employers agree. Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. And one of the things I really love about Indeed is that it filters out those incompatible applicants. So when you're hiring, the process is much faster and you only have to consider applicants that are already likely to be a great fit. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/startup. So just go to Indeed.com/startup right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/startup. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by La Quinta by Wyndham. Your work can take you all over the place, like Texas. You've never been, but it's going to be great because you're staying at La Quinta by Wyndham. Their free Bright Side breakfast will give you energy for the day ahead. And after, you can unwind using their free high-speed Wi-Fi. Tonight, La Quinta. Tomorrow, you shine. Book your stay today at LQ.com.
And thank you so much to Shawn, Michelle, and the whole team at livehappy.com. They take you on a journey to find your authentic happiness in life, at work, and at home through inspiring stories and hands-on tips rooted in the science of positive psychology. Live Happy is a national magazine, website, podcast, line of gifts, and apparel. Their award-winning content offers in-depth features and the latest news on mindfulness, health and wellness, gratitude, and resilience, all delivered through fascinating stories about people, whether they be celebrities, authors, or ordinary people with extraordinary lives. Their work is also regularly featured over on Optimal Living Daily, so if you like this kind of content, I would recommend checking out that podcast as well. But that's going to do it for today here on Optimal Work Daily. I do hope you have a great start to your weekend if you're listening to me in real time, and I'll see you once again tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.